Hey there team, today we are looking at adding mixed numbers with unlike denominators, Now success criteria will look a bit like this. Okay, it's going to look a bit like this. You're going to have a question like 4 and 10/20ths plus 3 and a fifth. You're probably going to convert 3 and a fifth to 3 and 4/20ths. It's the same value. You've converted the 1 fifth to 4/20ths. Then you can add the whole numbers, 4 and the 3 to make it 7. Then you can add the 10/20ths to the 4/20ths, which is going to give you 14/20ths. Sorry about that, 14/20ths. It's a bit clearer. Okay, and I hope that's a little bit clear. Look, we're going to get into that right now at some depth. So come along, we're going to make it nice and simple and go slow and see if we cannot understand or can understand adding mixed numbers with unlike denominators. Okay, off we go. Okay team, here we go. We've got a question here. We've got 3 and 6/30ths plus 9 and 2/10ths. Wow. Hey, it's going to be easy to add the 3 and the 9, isn't it? That's just going to be 12. So let's just forget about that for now. That's not our challenge. Our challenge is adding 6/30ths to 2/10ths. Our challenge is adding 6/30ths to 2/10ths, okay? Because we've got two fractions with uncommon denominators. They are not the same denominator. We can't just add the 6 to the 2. Can't do that because these fractions are uncommon denominators. They are not like denominators. So we need to change them both into the same denominator. That's the first thing we need to do. So you know what? I'm not going to do a super long review of how. Regarding how we would convert tenths into 30ths. I'm not going to do that because I have another whole video that talks about adding or subtracting fractions with uncommon denominators. So if you're not sure about this process, please go and have a look at my video regarding adding or subtracting fractions with uncommon denominators. But I will go briefly into it now. Look guys, we can't add 2/10ths to 6/30ths. We just simply can't do that. We're going to need to make these the same denominator. The simplest thing to do is to recognize that, look, we can convert this 10 into a 30. That's fine. We can times the 10 by 3, can't we? Times the 10 by 3, then that 10 here is going to be 30, isn't it? So if we times the 10 by 3, we actually get 30. And remember with fractions, whatever you do to the bottom, you've got to do to the top. So if you times the bottom by 3 and you get 30, you have to times the top here by 3 as well. So you get 6. So this fraction here, 2/10ths, has now become 6/30ths. And it's actually the same exact value. It's equivalent. So our sum now looks like this. Our sum is really 3 and 6 plus 30, 3 and 6/30ths, plus 9 and 6/30ths. Oh gosh, they're the same value, aren't they? And we can do that much more simply. Let's add the fractions first. Well, what's 6/30ths plus 6/30ths? It's going to be 12/30ths. Okay. Then let's add the whole numbers. 3 plus 9 is going to be 12. Our answer is actually 12 and 12/30ths. Hey, we can simplify this. Let's halve it, and so we'll get a simpler answer, which would be 6 over 15. So your most simple answer will be 12 and 6/15ths, which is the same as 12 and 12/30ths. Okay, let's do another one together. Here we go. And here we go, we can do this one together. You've got 12 and 3/32ths plus 6 and 5/8. And again, it's going to be easy to add the whole numbers. That's going to be simple. That's going to be 18 something, isn't it? But it's tricky to add these fractions because look, two fractions with uncommon denominators. So guys, what we need to do is convert these fractions with uncommon denominators into fractions that have the same denominator. And you know what? Because 8 goes into 32 4 times, that's what we're going to do. So let's times the 8 by 4 to make it 32. Whatever you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. So let's times the 5 by 4, and that's going to be 20. So our new sum's actually going to be 12 and 3 over 32. plus 6 and 20 over 32, which means we can simply actually add these fractions now. We're going to add these up nice and easy because they're both out of 32. So that's going to be 23 out of 32, isn't it? And of course 12 plus the 6 is 18, as we saw before. So there's our answer. We didn't really do that together, did we? Let's have a go at doing one a bit more together next. And we can't really simplify that. That's its simplified form. That's not going to be simplified anymore. I'm going to write another one for you. Here you go. I'll start you off. Let's try and do it together. Let's try and do it a bit together, hey? You've got 8 and 3 over 10 plus 6 and 2/5, okay? Now, what are you going to do first? And let me give you a hint. You can't add 3/10 to 2/5. You're going to have to convert them into like denominators. So pause me and have a go at that. And I hope you paused me, and I hope you went, gee, 5 is going to go into 10 easy. I hope you went 5 times 2, right, equals 10. Whatever you do to the bottom, you've got to do to the top. So 2 times 2 equals 4. So this actually here all becomes 6 and 4/10, okay? What did you do next? Pause me and have a go, I wonder. Have a go if you haven't done it, that's fine. Do pause me. I hope you wrote down 8 and 3/10 plus 6 and 4/10. And I wonder what your next move is now. So pause me and have a go at that. Do pause me. Okay, I hope you added the fractions first. I think it's easier to add the fractions. So 3/10 plus 4/10 equals 7/10, doesn't it? And then you just got to add the 8 to the 6, don't you? Which would give you 14 and 7/10. Okay, and there's your answer, and I won't simplify any further. Let's do one all by yourself, and then we'll see how you went. I'll just write that up for you. Here you go, 16 and 2/9 plus 2 and 3/18. Okay, have a go. Do pause me. I hope you've paused me. I hope you've gone, right, so this 9 will go into 18. You've got to convert them into common denominators. So 9 times 2 is going to give you 18, isn't it? Whatever you do to the bottom, you've got to do to the top. So 2 times 2 equals 4. So your new number, your new mixed number is 16 and 4/18. Okay, this exactly equals this. Okay, they're equivalent. Then it's just plus 2 and 3/18. Okay, and I wonder if you went 4/18. 4/18 plus 3/18 is of course 7/18, and of course 16 plus 2 is 18 and 7/18. And that's as simple as it's going to get. Okay, this has been add-in mixed numbers with unlike denominators. I hope it's been somewhat helpful. Remember, the tip is, guys, you've got to change those unlike denominators into like denominators. Okay, see you later.